currently sat in traffic, going about 30 miles an hour on a 60 road, so I'm kind of bored. And I had the GoPro and the microphone in the car, so I thought, let's try like a vlog or a vlog or whatever the hell you want to call them, that I've seen a few people do, especially on motorbikes, but I know people do them in cars as well. You just kind of talk shit while you're driving, I guess, but it feels kind of weird because I feel like the people in front of me are probably looking in the rearview mirror thinking, who the fuck's he talking to? But, oh well. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I just wanted to chat about. The first thing was that, because this has come up on a few videos recently, of our videos and other people's videos, and it just annoys the hell out of me, is that people, well, not everyone, but some people seem to think that if you've got a bit more money than the average person, you know, if you can afford an R8, then you can afford anything. And it just baffles me why people would think that. Like, somebody commented on one of our videos, or a few people have commented this, saying, oh, why didn't you get a brand new R8? Really? Because they cost like £50,000 more. Like, isn't that really obvious? Like, if I could afford a brand new R8, don't you think I would have bought one? Or I would have bought something else that's a similar price. But people just don't seem to appreciate that I don't have unlimited money. They just see that, oh, you know, you can afford a fairly expensive car, so you must be able to afford any expensive car, no matter the cost. Which seems weird to me that anyone would think that. But I've seen people comment on Shmee150, I'm sure most people are familiar with his channel. I've seen people comment on his videos saying, oh, why didn't you just buy a 650S instead of a 12C? Again, they cost like tens of thousands of pounds more. So I would have thought it's quite obvious. Like, I know he bought his 12C second hand, so probably paid something like £130,000, £140,000 for it, I'm guessing. But that's, you know, you can get them second hand for that much. And his 650S is just under £200,000, I think. So, you know, that's like £60,000 difference, or £70,000 difference. That's probably why I didn't wait for one of them and buy one of them. But people just don't seem to understand that even if you've got a bit of money, you know, a bit more than the average person, you haven't got unlimited money. It just annoys me that people think that. So if anyone comments on any of our videos saying, why didn't you just buy a 458 or something, I'm just going to delete the comments because it just annoys me. Oh, there's a pheasant. Hello, pheasant. You can't see the pheasant, but and I've nearly driven into a bush. Oh. I only came down this road just because it's a fun road, and I was bored of sitting behind a tractor. But yeah, we'll turn around and go back the way I was actually going to go now. One thing I was going to say as well about the angle, you might think, oh, it'd be better if we could see the road. The problem is, if I put it back there so that you can see the road, then you can also see the speedo. And not that I'm doing any illegal speeds, of course, but if I was, I wouldn't like to film it and put it on YouTube, put it that way. I see some people just doing like 60 mile an hour through like 30 zones, and I just think it's just stupid. Like that, this might be controversial, I don't know, but that Aventador crash that a lot of people have probably seen on Shmee's channel, I just think it's bound to happen. Like, if you're driving supercars around London quite quickly, London is an incredibly busy city centre. Like, of course you're going to crash into people. I know it was kind of the other guy's fault for pulling out, but I think the Aventador was still going a bit too quickly, weren't they? But it just seems weird to me. Like, on Shmee's channel and Supercars of London and a lot of people, a lot of these guys with, like, you know, really fast cars just seem to drive them around a busy city centre where you can't really go very fast, or if you can, it's really dangerous. Like, I don't know, why not take them to roads like this, like country roads, where you can actually go quickly and it's not, you know, you're not going to hit people or traffic. It just seems weird to me. I guess if you live in London, it's probably like half an hour or an hour just to get out of London to some decent country roads. So maybe I'm just spoiled for choice here with roads, because these roads are literally like 2 minutes away from me, so quite fun. And we're back on the traffic. Yay. Yeah, what else was I going to talk about? There was something. Can't remember what it was now. Hopefully it'll come back to me. Oh yeah, I think it was going to be just general comments about having a car like this at this age. Like, what's it like, kind of thing. Especially around here, where you don't see many expensive cars. Not that this is like ridiculously expensive, but you know what I mean. You don't see many supercars at all. Like there's one other R8 near me, and there's an Aston Martin not that far away. But other than that, in like 10 years of living here, I've literally seen pretty much no other supercars. I was one Ferrari that I saw not long ago, but it's very rare that you see nice cars around here. So yeah, so you get quite a few people looking at it, especially kids. I've had kids like chasing me down the street and stuff, which is fun. But like overall, I don't really like the attention that you get in a car like this around here, because I feel like everyone's probably thinking, "Oh, look at this dickhead." You know, if you live in London or wherever, where there's loads of nice cars, then people just kind of look at them and think, "No, it's a nice car." But I feel like round here, a lot of people are just thinking that you're a show-off or a spoilt kid or whatever. Especially being young, driving a car like this. So I don't know. It's kind of nice when people are looking at your car, but then it's also kind of bad because I'm thinking they're probably just thinking I'm a knob rather than thinking that it's a nice car. So I don't know. This will sound weird for somebody who's bought a supercar, but I don't like attention really. Like, I don't like people looking at me, which did initially put me off buying a car like this. But then I just kind of thought, well, you know, you shouldn't let other people's opinions influence your life too much, should you? So I'll just buy one. But having said that, it still does put me off certain cars. Like, I did consider a Ferrari, like a 360 or maybe even a 430, or a Lamborghini Gallardo, although I can't really afford one of them, but I did consider them instead of this. But one of the reasons I didn't go for them was simply because I think, especially at 25, you just look like too much of a douche in a Ferrari around here. So yeah, that did kind of put me off, which is annoying because, like I say, you shouldn't have to pick your car based on what other people think of it. But I just think you'd literally just get people like spitting on it and stuff around here. So it's not worth the extra hassle of having people kind of hating you or your car. I'd rather have, even though an R8 is still obviously a nice car, it's not, you know, it's not kind of Ferrari or Lamborghini, is it? Which is another thing. Like hopefully it comes across in videos and stuff, but I'm not under any kind of impression that this is a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Like, I know it's still just an Audi. Don't get me wrong, like, it's a really nice car, and it's a lot of people's dream car, and it was my dream car. It still is, I guess. But you know, I know it's not like a ridiculously exotic hypercar or anything like that. I think I've waffled on for long enough now. Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Yeah, it's supposed to only be like 10 minutes long. I might split this into 2 separate videos then, because I don't think anyone wants to sit and watch me talk for 20 minutes. But yeah, I think that'll do for today.